Now, the theory is if I spend 2 years associating with someone, right then when I go to open my practice, I am somehow going to skip in 0 time from here to here. You have 2 choices when you graduate from chiropractic school. 1, associate. 2, open your own practice. Both of which have their pros and cons, okay? Now, the main thing that I want to do today is I want to show you 2 different timelines in which you take both of those paths, okay? I know that this is a huge decision for everybody, and I want to demonstrate something to you. So in 2 years, you have 2 different options. Brown is associating. Blue is starting your own practice. This is my measure of business acumen that you might develop taking these 2 paths, okay? Now, as an associate, the benefit is you have the security, you have the employees, you have the office, you have the materials, you have the equipment that you might need to run the business, and you have a doctor who's presiding who's going to show you the ropes, per se, okay? So when they first hire you, the first thing they're gonna do is show you everything that you need to know to see patients, okay? Now, they're gonna show you how to see patients. They're gonna show you the systems of their practice. They're gonna have scripts because they're not going to allow you to see patients and say whatever you think chiropractic is. Your job, ultimately, whenever you get hired on, is to be one of their doctors and you represent them. And that's just the nature of any business, okay? And so you're gonna gain this immediate uptick of business acumen because you didn't know how to talk to patients. You didn't know how to take payment. You didn't know how to close a deal. But ultimately, your job is to see patients and to continue to do that job for the duration of your contract. Now, in this, it's 2 years because that's roughly the average. That's the contract that I've heard the most frequently. And I just wanted to show you what might happen should you decide to open your own practice. Now, clearly, you're going to have less guidance. So that uptick in the beginning is going to be much lower. But as you go forward, you are very quickly going to overcome this person who became an associate. And not just in the business acumen, but also in income and in growth. And that's your ability to take care of your family. But I want you to see where we both end up at the end of that 2 years. In this timeline, here's about where you end. And if you start your practice, where might you end? Now, the theory is if I spend 2 years associating with someone, right then when I go to open my practice, I am somehow going to skip in 0 time from here to here. Or I'm somehow going to accelerate faster than this person did when they started their own. Now, the acceleration might be true. You might jump to this level here much faster than he did over the 2 years. However, you are now going to be years down the road, or a year down the road, or a year and a half down the road before you catch up to this person. And in that year and a half, this person is going to continue to accelerate, okay? We're all going to learn. We're all going to learn, and it's scary for everyone. And I don't take it lightly. The reason that I am making these videos is because, number one, I want to encourage so many of you to take the leap of faith and start seeking out the mentors now. I want to encourage a lot of you to make that jump. You're going to spend 2 years building somebody else's dream or 2 years building yours. And for myself and my family, we want to build where you want to be and where you want to go and how long you have to get there. And I'll support you all the way. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me.